What's up, you radical runners? New shoes, man, come on, who doesn't like new shoes? I love new shoes. I got me some new shoes today that I want to show you guys to add to that lineup of Hokas that I've gone over with you. And today I think we got a good one. What's happening, guys? So I got the good fortune of meeting with one of the Hoka shoe reps, and they actually talked about their shoes and let me try on a couple of their shoes, and I had a good experience with the ones that I liked. And remember, I'm a neutral cushioned runner. I'm not a stability or a minimalist or a motion control. So I'm going to be talking about neutral cushioning shoes, but specifically today I'm going to be talking about the Vanquish. So the Hoka rep let me run in a couple different models of their Hoka shoes, and there was two that really stood out of their newer models that I really liked. The first ones being, and unfortunately I'm not reviewing them today, the first ones being the Bondi 5s, which were super comfortable, and the other ones that stood out were the Vanquish. The Vanquish also being the most expensive shoe that I know of Hoka's lineup. But let me tell you why I ended up buying the Vanquish over the Bondi. And first let me talk about, today I'm going to go over the Vanquish. These are the Vanquish 2s. There is really minimal difference between the 2s and 3s. So I bought the 2s because the 2s right now are about half the price of the 3s. So let's open them up and take a look at what they look like out of the box. So nice. So I got the, interesting enough, I got what they call the graphite blue and acid green. Tell you, there's no blue, so I'm not sure why they're calling it acid. Blue graphite. So I guess they call it blue graphite. I see the graphite gray. I definitely don't see any inkling of any blue whatsoever. So I'm not sure if that's a mistake or they're just calling it blue graphite and they mean gray with that. So check these out. I was gonna get the ones that were mostly black, but I kind of wanted to give them a little shazazz to them, so I got this acid green, which really is more of a, looks like a fluorescent yellow to me, right? Fluorescent, and the Hoka emblem, the Hoka writing is in, I would more say, God, an orange, reddish orange, coral. That's good. It's coral, and you can see the bottoms. Good shot of the bottoms. Super big outer sole, and I'm gonna go over that in a minute with you guys because that's what really got me to buy the Vanquish. These Hoka Vanquish 2s or the Vanquish series is really a misunderstood shoe all in all, and thank God the Hoka rep explained it to me, and because she explained it to me and then I got to run in them, I got a good sense of what she was talking about. And then once I knew the technology and I knew what I was getting, once I knew what I was getting, or once I knew what I was buying with this shoe, I really liked it that much more. X40 high rebound Ortholite, which is going to go into this whole story of this thing. So I'm assuming that's the insoles that they put in. It's a newer insole than older version models. It's a less cushiony, more, I would say almost rubbery, springy is probably a better word, springy high rebound insole to make them extra cushioned. First thing I want to tell you guys about these shoes, these are not shoes for people with fat feet. These are kind of slim. I have regular to maybe slimmer feet, probably regular, but the tops of these are all, there's no overlays. If you can see this, look at that. It's literally all one material, right? It's got a little bit of this, I don't know, this weave design over kind of like a sock liner, but the top does feel and fit like a sock. And the front for your forefoot is a little bit narrower than most of the other Hoka shoes in their lineup. So that's first. I want to make sure that people understand that if you have a wide foot or wide spread out toes, the front does fit a little snug. For me, I don't mind at all. I actually like it. I've always liked sock liner side of sock-like feel shoes. So these actually, for that part, it worked out great. Probably going to change the laces to speed laces. I'm not a big fan of tying them up, but these laces with the little design on them are actually kind of nice. As far as the sole, so this outer sole, the EVA foam, is typical of most of the Hoka shoes. It's that soft, marshmallowy, sinking foam, as you can see. But this one has a little more gaps and holes into what is a second layer, which is this blue and yellow. Sorry, no blue. This, which is the second layer, this rubberized sole that kind of floats in the cage of this EVA foam. This is also a more, it is an EVA foam, but it's made much more denser and springier. So basically, you have your typical, what you guys would think in a Clifton, Bonsai Challenger, whatever, the most common EVA foam you think about in the Hoka lineup, but also this more springier, reactionary underfoot that kind of sits down into the EVA foam. So it's basically, you have two outer soles. You have this rubberized EVA foam kind of sitting in or embedding into the normal EVA foam that we're used to with most Hoka lineups. First of all, that's why these shoes are so expensive and retailing at 170 bucks, because of these two different soles that they use to create. Now, this is where these shoes really are different than all the other Hokas, in my opinion. I love the Cliftons, as I've said many times. I love the Bondis. I love my Valors. I love the Challengers. If you like that really soft, mushy, walking in cloud feeling, go with those if you want no change to that whatsoever. But if you want the shoe to be a little more springier when you're towing off and when you're landing and it kind of springs back, this has it. Now, it's not super noticeable. When she let me try these, I ran a 4-mile run. I would say for the first mile or so, I was like, oh, these kind of feel like Hoka shoes, you know, that typically after a while you get to know what they feel like. But another mile, mile and a half in, especially the last mile, mile and a half, I did notice, I say, these guys got a little energy return to them. So as I was trying to pick up the pace, I could feel it. And I said, wow, it's subtle, but it's there. And I haven't taken, obviously I just got these, I haven't taken these out for a real long run yet, but I really like the feel of that energy return that I was feeling from these. So they're brand new. I'll try them out. I'll continue this review after I've run in them a couple times. But overall, with that test run that I did, I was really pleased enough to make me go out and buy me some. But let me run in these a little bit, and I'll give you my further review after I run them. But like I said, the Vanquish 3s are out today. These are the Vanquish 2s. But even the Hoka rep said there is such a small difference, maybe a little bit in the styling, maybe a little bit in the color combinations, but you're basically getting the same shoe in the Vanquish 2 than you are getting in the Vanquish 3. So I'll get back to you. Okay, update. There's definitely more springiness in these than the Cliftons or the Valors. Nice run. As you guys can see, a little slimmer, 4 foot slimmer than the other Hoka shoes, but nice springiness. Really feel it. Good looking shoe. good first run. Very nice first run. Felt great. I have one slight complaint. My one slight complaint is it rubbed a little here because my sock was pulled down. So the only thing, and maybe because they're new, once I pulled up my sock, they were fine. But probably do not want to wear no-show socks with these, only because you may get a little rub on the back of the ankle, because the back of these shoes come up rather high. And they also kind of curve up to a point, not curve down, which they probably should have built a little notch. That is my only complaint. Otherwise, they fit absolutely great. I love them. So that's my review of the Vanquish. Jeff, once again, giving you the dealio on great running shoes. Subscribe, I hope you like these, and let me know if you want to see more. Average Jeff, out. See you guys.